Hey everyone, praise God. This morning we had somebody new come into our Bible study. A guy that I've known for a long time, and some of the other guys I've known since they were kids. He got into math and some other craziness, and anyway, the Lord is drawing him in, and praise God, he came to the Bible study this morning. And I was able to share the gospel with them before we got started, and timing is perfect. We are just now doing another study in the book of John, which is a fantastic place to start for somebody searching. But when I was sharing the gospel with him, I was explaining to him the wall of hostility that is between him and God due to his sin, and that Jesus is the Prince of Peace, but it's not a peace that the liberal media and liberal church would portray him as, not the Prince of Peace because of peace on earth, but the Prince of Peace because he can bring peace between us and God, because we are hostile to God. We are at enmity with God. And that is my word in the Word for today on this Wednesday. But I'm going to read the definition of enmity to you, and then we're just going to read a few verses. Enmity, the quality of being an enemy. And he said, as I'm sharing the gospel with him, he said, I don't want to be hostile to God. And I told him that's a prayer. Right there is a prayer. You call out to God and say, I don't want to be your enemy. I don't want to be hostile to you. I don't want to have that wall of hostility. You're humbling yourself before God, and that the barrier of pride is being pulled down. Because pride is the root of all evil. To humble yourself is the beginning of salvation. Humbling yourself to God. So anyway, the quality of being an enemy, that's enmity. The opposite of friendship. Ill will. Hatred. Unfriendly disposition. It expresses more than aversion and less than malice, and differs from displeasure in denoting a fixed or rooted hatred. Number 2 definition, a state of opposition. Okay, so that's clear as a bell. That's a hatred. You're an enemy. You're in opposition to. Okay, so what does it say in Romans 8:7? Because the carnal mind. Now, what's the carnal mind? Those that fix their mind on the things of the flesh. They love this world and the things of this world. The lust of the flesh, the pride of life, all of it. That's to be carnally minded. Is to be so prideful, selfish, and self-centered that it's all about you and what you can get out of this world, fulfilling the lusts of the flesh, the pleasures of life. Okay, that's to be carnally minded. So what does it say in Romans 8:7? Because the carnal mind is enmity against God. The carnal mind, to be fleshly minded, to set your mind on the things of this world, is to be an enemy with God. To be, have a hatred for God. Okay? For it is not subject to the law of God, nor indeed can be. Ephesians 2:16, and that he might reconcile them both to God in one body through the cross, thereby putting to death the enmity. So how do you tear down the wall of hostility? How do you make peace with God? You're warring with him whether you know it or not. You're either at war with God or you are at peace with God. There's no neutrality. You're not neutral here. You're not Switzerland, who claims to be neutral. You're not neutral. You're either at war with him or you're at peace with him. So how is that peace had? How is the enmity put to death? It says right here, we reconcile them both to God in one body through the cross. The cross of Jesus Christ, where he bore the sins of the world. Okay? James 4:4, adulterers and adulteresses, do you not know that friendship... Now keep in mind, this is not talking about a marriage thing on earth, you cheating on your husband or wife. You are putting something above your God, you are letting something get in the way of you and your Creator. Adulterers and adulteresses, do you not know that friendship with the world is enmity with God? Whoever therefore wants to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God. God bless you all. We'll see ya.